everyone, welcome back to the kitchen, and today we have a super delicious Asian inspired meal. Today we're going to be making these delicious Asian style chicken lettuce wraps that are super quick for any day of the week, and we're going to be serving them with some Ling Ling Potstickers to go on the side. I can't wait to show you how these all come together. We're going to go over all the ingredients for our quick Asian chicken lettuce wraps. These are super easy. They're awesome for a weeknight or anytime really. And if you make enough, they're fabulous for leftovers. You can turn these into lettuce wraps. You can put this filling on top of a salad. You can put it in a rice bowl, and it's just really super versatile and really delicious. I'm starting off with 2 pounds of ground white meat chicken, and you can use ground turkey if you want. Of course, you can use ground beef, but we prefer chicken in this dish. And we've got a cup of diced onion, a cup of diced carrot, a cup of diced celery, a cup of diced mushroom, and a cup of finely chopped cabbage. That's white cabbage. You can use Napa cabbage if you like. And then the rest are all the flavorizers that are going to turn this into an amazing Asian style dish. I have a tablespoon of lemongrass paste. I just buy this in the tube from the produce section. A tablespoon of ginger paste, same deal. And then we're going to have approximately a half a cup. You can do this to taste if you like. Oyster sauce. I get this at the Asian market. You can also get it in the Asian section at the grocery store. I have a quarter of a cup of rice wine vinegar. We're also going to be using some coconut aminos. I have a quarter of a cup. This is instead of soy sauce, but if you like to use soy sauce, please be my guest. You can use coconut aminos or liquid aminos. Bragg's makes a liquid aminos. This is just because we're trying to get away from soy, and it's better for my personal health and my health issues. So coconut aminos it is. We're also going to be using some Tabasco sauce. Now, only because I don't have any sriracha or sambol on hand. Sambol is a chili paste, and of course everyone knows what sriracha is. So I'm just using straight up Tabasco. We're going to put that in to taste. And I have about a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. You don't want to go heavy-handed on this because it is very, very strong. So there's about a teaspoon there, and for this dish that's going to be plenty. I also have approximately a teaspoon of white pepper and a tablespoon of sugar substitute. This is erythritol and stevia blend. So you can just use sugar if you like, or you can use honey, or whatever is your preference. So what we're going to do now is step over to the stove. I'm going to brown off the chicken, and then I'll be back and I'll show you everything else that we're going to do. Alright, as I mentioned earlier, today's video is being sponsored by Ling Ling Asian Kitchen, and we're going to be using their pot stickers today as a side dish for our Asian chicken lettuce wraps. Look, you guys, this is no joke. We buy these all the time. This is one of our favorite quick lunches. We buy these in a jumbo bag at either Sam's Club or at the commissary. And then sometimes we just buy them at the grocery store in these little bags, and then we use them as side dishes to dinner, or we just make them and we will cook a whole bag, and then everybody will have them for lunch with the dipping sauce. It comes with the dipping sauce, and all you have to do is put it in some warm water while you're cooking your pot stickers. So today we're going to be enjoying some chicken and vegetable pot stickers, which are these here in the blue bag. They also offer vegetable, which has cabbage, tofu, and garlic and delicious seasonings, and they also do a pork and vegetable variety. We often will choose the chicken. That's the one we use the most, but they're all delicious, and whichever one you pick you're gonna love. If you've never tried the Ling Ling pot stickers, and trust me, I have tried a lot of different brands of pot stickers to make at home, and we always come back to this brand. Ling Ling is the most authentic tasting. It's very similar to what you're gonna get if you order from a Chinese restaurant, and they just make you happy. And they're really they're delicious, and they're quick to make. So all you have to do to make them is you start with a cold skillet. You put about a tablespoon of oil down in there, and then I like to line up my pot stickers like this because I like to cram as many in the pan as I possibly can. I'm not gonna lie, because our family likes them a lot, and this prevents having to cook in batches. Make sure you start with a cold pan. Now, before I was prepping this, and Rick's like, wait, you don't start with a hot pan? You never start with a hot pan. Start with a cold pan, cold oil, put your frozen pot stickers in there, and then you're gonna add some water. All the instructions are on the back of the bag, and then you're gonna just bring this to a boil over medium heat. You're going to put a lid on it and you're going to let it steam for 8 minutes, and then you're going to take the lid off and let the water evaporate, and then they're going to be done when the water's evaporated and the bottoms are lightly browned. Super simple, and I promise you can't get it wrong, but I will tell you that after the bottoms are brown and the water's evaporated, turn the burner off and just let the pan rest for a few minutes, because it'll be a lot easier to get the pot stickers off the pan, and they won't stick. Even if you have a non-stick pan, they sometimes can stick. So keep that in mind. It's just because we're dealing with a starchy pasta wrapper. That is all. So I'm going to cook these, and then we're going to head on over to the stove, and we're going to finish up our chicken filling for our lettuce wraps, and it's going to be dinner time, and I can't wait. All right, our chicken is all browned, and now we're going to go ahead and start adding all of the goodness. In goes our garlic, our lemongrass paste, ginger paste goes in, and give this a good stir. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of the liquid ingredients because my pan is a little bit dry. When you brown chicken, there's very, very little grease that it puts off because it's very, very lean, so keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and add the soy sauce / coconut aminos. And then later, if you want more, you can always add more, but you can't take it away. And just like soy sauce, the coconut aminos are salty and strong, but they're really, really good. In with all of our vegetables, our onion, our carrots, our celery, cabbage, mushrooms. All right, just give all of this a great stir, and then you're going to let this saute until the veggies are tender. So we'll be back in about 8 to 10 minutes. All right, our veggies have been cooking with our chicken, and we're ready to proceed with all these delicious flavorings. I've tasted this, and I would like to add a little more of the liquid aminos. So that's to replace soy sauce. And if you want to use soy sauce, please go right ahead and do it. But make sure you do it to taste, and don't dump a whole bunch in there all at once because soy sauce can be super salty. We're going to add in our rice wine vinegar. You can also use mirin here if you prefer. Mirin is a sweetened wine, and it's delicious. But today we're just going to go ahead for the rice wine vinegar because we're going for a sweet, salty umami here that's like completely balanced flavor. We're going to add in our toasted sesame oil, and you may not think that that tiny little bit is going to make a difference, but trust me, toasted sesame oil is extremely powerful, and a little bit goes a long way, so keep that in mind. I'm going to add in our hot sauce. That, of course, is optional, and like I said, I didn't have any sambol, which is a chili paste, or any sriracha. We usually don't use a whole lot of that, so I always have Tabasco in the fridge, so that's what we went with. And this is oyster sauce. I buy this at the Asian market, but I know that you can also buy it in the Asian food section of the big box store, the grocery store. Not a problem. There's that. And now we're going to go ahead and add our white pepper, our sweetener, and like I said, you can just add sugar or honey in here. It's entirely up to you. And while I'm not calling this a low-carb recipe, it is a low-carb recipe, and if you are on a low-carb diet, this is something you can totally enjoy. This is perfect. I'm just going to let this simmer for a minute or two, and then we're going to be ready to serve. I don't feel like I need to add anything else to this, but if you make yours and you like yours a little more on the sweet side or a little more on the salty side, then you can adjust those flavors to suit your own tastes. Now, we finished off our pot stickers. They're over here in this skillet, and they're perfectly done. See, nicely browned on the bottom, and they're perfectly cooked through. So we're going to serve these with our chicken lettuce wraps, and I'll be back and I'll show you how this all comes together. There you have it. Our chicken lettuce wraps are all ready to go. Super delicious because we've already tasted the filling. I've plated them up with a few of the chicken pot stickers as well as a little bowl with dipping sauce on the side. This will be a really great option to make if you're going to bulk cook for the rest of your week. If you guys like to do meal prep, you could make this in bulk, and you can have it to take for lunch to work. You can make it into lettuce wraps, of course. You can put it in a rice bowl, you can put it in a noodle bowl, you can stick this in some ramen. You can do a lot of things with this. It's super versatile, and of course you could just eat it by itself. My family loves this dish. It saves over really well. It doesn't taste like leftovers when it's reheated, and it's really, really delicious. The pot stickers are an excellent side to go with this, and we just love it, so I had to share it with you. I would like to thank the good people at Ling Ling Asian Kitchen for sharing with me and giving me the opportunity through a sponsored video to share their product with you. If you are interested in learning more about their product, I'll be leaving a link below in the description box. You can click through and learn more. They also have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Twitter, and I will leave links to all of those as well. And I will be making posts on all of those social media platforms if you're interested in learning more. I hope you give these chicken lettuce wraps a try, and I hope that you go and seek out the Ling Ling Potstickers to serve alongside them. I hope that you give this all a try, and I hope you love every single bit of it. And until next time, I'll see ya.